So we're all set up at HRE Open House. There's a crazy amount of cars here. We have a pretty fun booth this year.
Yeah, the 12 cars that are in our booth are kind of cool.
So AJ came, so bet with AJ. If you don't follow him on Instagram, you should. So he brought his Huracan, which is built by Sheepy Race, 1,000 horsepower on E85, crazy car. And then 720, which is a VF Engineering tune, exhaust, all sorts of stuff. And then we just got
both of them lowered on Novatech lowering springs too.
HRE wheels, carbon fiber center caps. This is the boy right here. This is the man.
We happen to be talking about you right now.
Yeah, what's going on? Hey, what's up? Hi.
So he's got the two coolest cars, probably at the show.
Oh yeah.
It's all right. It's all right.
I think so.
There seems to always be a crowd in that general direction over there.
Yeah, so we got two 720s. We got the Huracan. Wes has his car back.
Yeah.
The Mustang. You get the Stang.
That's it.
You got all, I mean, there's a crazy amount of cars here. I don't care if they're custom or they're stock. They're everywhere and everything in between.
Right. It's pretty badass. Yeah.
I wanted to show you guys something. Look, this is my first time seeing this car, so I'm sorry if I don't represent the shop or the owner really well, but like, take a look at this thing. It's absolutely crazy.
Turbo is massive.
Dude, that turbo's the size of my head, and it's got a V8, freaking Z. Dude, people are the best. They just make whatever they want now. Like, the car culture just got to like, what do we make that's the absolute most ridiculous thing ever? This is probably up there.
Oh, man. Boom. Look, if you're not driving on Michelin's, you're missing out. That's all I'm gonna say. We're over at our friend Sean Crowley's, the Crowley Car Company's Ford GT. I can't wait to show you these wheels. Yeah. The wheels on this car, they're 3D printed by HRE. You will never see a wheel like this.
Yeah, so GE Additives and HRE have kind of teamed up with this crazy technology to 3D print these wheels. And they've also got the carbon barrel that they're mounted onto. So these are their version 2, so they're a 5-piece rather than a 6-piece. They saved 4 pounds on each wheel. They say they can still probably take out another 2 pounds per wheel. The rear wheels are 21 by 12.5 and they weigh 19 pounds. And they can save it, they said they can do another 2 pounds off of that. That's crazy.
That's insane. Let's show them.
So when the Senna first came out, I think there was a lot of hate of like, oh, it's an ugly car, it doesn't like, and I saw in photos, and I think part of it was the press release photos, and I was kind of on the same boat. I was like, yeah, it's not a beautiful car, but it's like all functions.
Yeah.
So that, and I liked it because of that. You can see where they took a 720S and just turned it up to 13. I mean, it's just crazy. The big thing is like, it has so much presence and it looks so cool. It looks like a spaceship.
Totally looks like
it looks like a freaking UFO. It's absolutely wild.
Let's go. One of the really cool things that HRE did, so they've really built up this name for themselves in the forged, high performance wheels world. Very elegant designs, but for a lot of people, a forged wheel is just not the right fit for them. So one of the cool things they did is they offered now FlowForm. So FlowForm are all pre-manufactured in bulk, so that you can get them at a at affordable price. Still a very lightweight, very strong wheel. You can see here's a bunch of their inventory. This is just a portion of it, but there's all sorts of FlowForm wheels for different variety of different cars. And they've got quite a few options out. They keep coming out with new FlowForm designs too. They're beautiful.
Actually, I want to show, I think out front, they have a BMW and also BMW with their new FlowForm on one side and their other new FlowForm on the other side, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And they have two just like display wheels, so we actually get to take a look and kind of like get into the details of their new FlowForm wheels, which should be coming out soon. I think that's like July.
Yeah, something like
July
that, yeah.
2019, I think they said they're about a month away.
What's
yeah.
crazy is that some of the new FlowForms coming out, it's kind of hard to tell that they're not a forged wheel.
Yeah,
they're so well styled.
Yeah, and you can get those sharper edges and stuff that you would see on a forged wheel, but they're now on a FlowForm at a lower price point, and they're more readily available. There's less manufacturing time because they're already, pre-made, pre-ready. They're not like custom one-off forged wheels like you would see normally. So it's actually a cool variety.
I think we should show them.
All right, we're good.
All right, so we've got the new FlowForm FF10 and FF11. We'll show you those right now. They're going to be available in about 2 months from now.
So this is probably the most radical FlowForm design I've seen from HRE.
awesome.
Like it's busy and it looks complex. I mean, it's really cool to see this type of design in a FlowForm wheel because it's so unique and it has that forged look to it. It's got those sharper lines.
Yeah. And one of the things that's interesting too, you're starting to see, there's some others with this kind of similar pattern, but one of the things that HRE always does best, there's just things like, look at the slope right through here. Such an interesting way, an interesting twist on this pattern. I don't know, they always find a way to just kind of sharpen up those lines and do things that in their own way that's always above all. So this is the FF11, and same thing, just the slope, shape of this is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. How can you, that looks like a forged wheel.
So it wouldn't be an HRE event without Lisa Taylor. So we've got stone gold P201s, frozen stone gold P201s. And then I love the NSX, like this plastic looking
And that's,
wheel.
it's at the old school.
Yeah, 305? 305Ms.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And those are the lightweight 101s.
Yeah, 101 lightweight.
And then
all the other cars except the GT2 is the new
SC.
lightweight 101.
Okay.
Yeah, the new 101.
Yeah.
Is on the GT2.
And Tyler's worked on almost all of them, right?
He's done all these cars.
That's Lisa's car. That's Lisa's car. That's not Lisa's car. That's Eric's car. That's Lisa's car. That's Lisa's car. That's Lisa's car. That's Lisa's car.
And that's insane.
So, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out of 7 cars that are all crazy, like PTS, Porsche, 720, whatever, Lisa has 6 of them.